Hey, welcome back to Socialette. This is episode 486. Today, I'm sharing another extract from my book, 99 Launch Lessons. And today's extract is the excuses that are holding you back from launching, because I am all too familiar with these excuses. I come up against them myself many, many times, and I see them popping up all the time with my students, with my followers, my community, where we want to launch something, but we keep putting it off because of these excuses. So I'm going to read you this section from my book, 99 Launch Lessons. You can get your own copy at stephtaylor.co/book, or you can find it on Amazon by searching 99 Launch Lessons or searching for Steph Taylor. If you like the tips that I share in this podcast, you will love my daily Biz Booster emails. Each day, I send a bite-sized tip straight to your inbox to help you grow your business faster and have more fun in the process. Sign up for the daily Biz Boosters at stephtaylor.co/DBB, or you can find the link in the show notes. All right, let's jump into the book. The excuses that are holding you back from launching. If you're still waiting to feel ready to launch, chances are it's because of one of these reasons. Until you see these excuses for precisely what they are, you're always going to be waiting to feel ready to launch. That's the bad news. The good news is that there is a simple prescription for every one of these excuses: action. Excuse number one: my product isn't ready yet. Whether you're waiting for the perfect idea to strike, or you've already started working on your product and you're waiting for it to be 100% perfect, this is a stalling tactic. It's your brain keeping you safe because doing something unfamiliar feels unsafe. It's not about having the best idea or creating the perfect digital product. It's about launching something, even if you haven't made it yet, refining it, launching it again and again, and improving it a little each time. A product that's 70% perfect and in your customer's hands has a more significant impact than a product that's 90% perfect but hasn't made it to market. Excuse number two: I'm still choosing the right tech platforms. Researching different platforms to host and sell your digital product can feel productive, but it's a stalling tactic and a substitute for real action that moves you forward. It shouldn't take more than a few hours at most to decide which tech platform to use, because for the most part, they're all much the same. You know what else? You can always change platforms after you've launched. You're not stuck with one for life. Spend a few hours deciding, see what's become the industry standard in your niche, and then move on with your launch. Excuse number three: my audience is still too small. If you're waiting to get more subscribers or followers before you launch, you'll be waiting a while. Launching helps you grow your community because you're showing up, getting visible, and sharing strategic content for the right people. I recommend a 60 to 90-day launch because it gives you enough of a runway to grow your audience so that when you open doors, you have people ready and waiting to buy from you. Excuse number four: I don't know where to start. Launching is like riding a bicycle. Until you get out there and do it, you won't have it all figured out. A little bit of planning helps, but it's too easy to stay stuck in this stage forever. The alternative is to simply start taking action and refine your plan as you get feedback. Your first moves might not be perfect, but it helps to think of it like painting a room. The first coat of paint isn't going to look great, but you have to get it on the wall before you can add that next layer. You have to start somewhere, so focus on the first step in front of you and the rest of the steps will reveal themselves. Excuse number five: I don't have the time to do it. It's not about finding the time to launch, it's about creating the time. You wouldn't take on a client project and procrastinate for months telling your client you haven't found the time to do it yet, would you? You'd more likely refuse other projects and sacrifice a few social occasions to get it done on time. That's because you prioritize it. And until you make your launch a priority, it won't happen. You need to treat your launch like you would any other major project in your business. And that means intentionally setting aside time for it and creating a self-imposed deadline. Without the solid deadline, you're always going to be too busy to launch. So there you have it. Some of the excuses that I see holding you back from launching. Again, that was from my brand new book, 99 Launch Lessons, which you can grab at stephtaylor.co/book. That is it for today's episode. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes released every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you haven't left me a rating and a review yet in Apple Podcasts, please, I really do appreciate it when you take the time. It takes 30 seconds and I read every single review that is left. So I really do appreciate it when you do that. That is it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Catch you next time.